Oh, good morning once again. I wanted to make a direct appeal to Kamala Harris. I just watched this video, and this is what I heard you say. You were being interviewed.
Considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage. But
Yeah. Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator. You supported the Green New Deal. You supported Medicare for all. You supported legalizing marijuana. Joe Biden doesn't support those things. So are you going to bring the policies, those progressive policies that you supported as senator, into a Biden administration?
what I will do, and I promise you this, and this is what Joe wants me to do, this was part of our deal. I will always share with him my lived experience as it relates to any issue that we confront. And I promised Joe that I will give him that perspective and always be honest with him.
Okay, so that's just what I heard you say. I'm going to take you at your word, and I don't think you're a bad guy. I think you're actually one of the good guys. Here's the thing. I think that Joe unwittingly, or maybe wittingly so, I don't really know. But you have to remember, he might have a different agenda with you as far as this is concerned. Now, I don't know any of the facts, so I can't get into the shit that I think I might know or whatever based off all the legal shit that you don't know until you know. You know, and I know I just don't know. Your lived experience, all that stuff that you said about yourself, the progressive, all that stuff. And I'm taking you on your promise. I'm taking you on your word. So here's the deal. All right. We do have one global enemy. I have a flow chart. I want to talk through that real quick. I'm expecting help from the president here, not Kamala Harris. What's important to me is to have the right people, the strong people, the people who actually stand for our Constitution in the loop. Okay, so when I was in Portland, I was introduced to the idea of the website AnastasiaDate.com. This was first introduced to my brother. He said he couldn't remember where he heard it. He started using the website, talking about using it. And then whatever, I was living my life until things went south in my court case. And I looked to this same computer program in Ukraine for a little bit of relief from all of that. To talk to someone, another human being. Okay, so Anastasia Date brought me to Ukraine. After meeting some different women, I went to Ukraine. So I have the beginning of the flow chart here. In the flow chart, what it says is Anastasia Date in Ukraine, revealed in Portland. It's important to note a couple of different things about Ukraine at this point. Ukraine went through something I'm going to go ahead and show you on the computer here. I think it's called Holodomor. Holodomor. Ukraine went through something in the 1930s called Holodomor. During Holodomor, cannibalism was widespread in Ukraine. People formed gangs, murdered family members, and even consumed dead children. The prevalence of cannibalism caused Soviet officials to release posters saying to eat your own children is a barbarian act. In one case, a man named Myron Yemitz and his wife were caught cooking their kids and given a sentence to 10 years in jail. According to the higher estimates, up to 12 million ethnic Ukrainians were said to have perished as a result of the famine that caused the Holodomor. That's number one. So the psychologists will tell you what you have is left is the strongest of the fittest. What you have left is people who understand the idea of deprivation conditioning and how that works with human beings. That's what you have left with that. All right. So there's that. There's also a China connection with Ukraine. A lot of Ukrainian workers through their agencies take contract work in China. So there's a connection between Ukraine and China. All right. So there's that. All right. So Anastasia Date, it was this company, it was making this money. In 2011, it was sold. It was making $110 million. It was sold to a company named sdventures.com. That's the next place on the flow chart here. SD Ventures. Who bought it? How much money is in that company and where did it come from? The company is located in Malta. It's got global offices across the United States that are listed right on their website. The way to find that information is to access those computers and trace their logins and the IP routes to find out where people are coming from, where people are accessing that system from. I think you'll find a lot of activity in the United States. I don't know. That's the next thing. That's why there's question marks up here. Right here, all those question marks. What I'm going to say is that in the United States, we have an organized structure with now.org, National Organization of Women. They have local chapters, and those chapters work together. Okay? That's real. Now, I'm sure they fall within a certain mandate and all this and whatever, but you have to remember these people get together and they meet each other, and then they meet people who they have things in common with. It's just like radicalization inside of terrorist cells. People being recruited from mosques and stuff like that. It's just like that. So my question is what is the connection between now and SD Ventures? Are the people from now using the systems created by SD Ventures to be able to profit from the control of American men? Is this larceny in addition to the genocide and the psychological suffering that's imposed? Is that genocide as well? Larceny and genocide? So there's rain also in the United States. So you have these factions, these groups where these people get together, these people who need to do this, and they need to do this because they have that need. Where does that need come from psychologically? These are the kind of players that are involved in this game. So you have a field of players, you have these local offices, you have these chapters. So let me tell you what you also have. You have poll workers. And if they're working along these same accordances of these ideas, which are based around psychopathy, these people aren't trustworthy. So you got a bunch of your enemy in working as poll workers. You think your election is really valid? How can that be valid when you have domestic terrorists inside of your fucking networks as poll workers, following directions from a foreign enemy? I don't know. Intelligence can bring us these conclusions. And to me, I see all of that as genocide for profit. I don't even know what that's called. It's just so fucking evil. It's so fucking evil that I don't even know how to describe it. So I've contacted the Secret Service. I've reached out to all the people that I know how to reach out to in this game. And now I'm looking for protection. I need protection. My life is at stake. Thank you.